Now hopefully you can see that fits snugly in there, meaning that will be a flat surface that I can put the foam across there, obviously going on the basis that it's going to sit like that, so the foam will be along there. So I just need to do the same with that side and then glue it in. There you go. The height of the wagon is literally 50mm. So obviously this is the taller wagon, so this is the one with the canopy. But what I'll do, just to be on the safe side, I'll cut the foam to a height of about 55mm. For these ones that are going down this side here, it doesn't matter about the length, because the foam is going to be the length or the width of the box anyway, so I don't really need to compare it to this one. I just need to cut it to the length of the side of the box, and the same with I think two others, so there'll be 3 altogether. And here is a bit of foam that I cut earlier, and I literally mean a lot earlier, like probably a few weeks ago. Just so it happens to be exactly the same size as what I needed. So there you go. There you go. That's the foam. So obviously it comes out of the large sheets. It comes out of big sheets. These are 1 meter by 1 meter. So what I'll do is I'll cut another 2 more of them. Obviously, you want to make sure that it is obviously higher than the wagon, and obviously it's longer than the wagon as well. So 2 more. Here we come. So what I want to do is start with a pretty damn good straight edge. So I might just have to sacrifice a little bit of it. And all this is my usual unboxing knife. It's pretty easy. It is slightly serrated, and obviously you just gently rub the knife through the foam. There we go. What I'll do is I'll go all the way to the end. So obviously it's probably about 1 inch longer, but obviously it means I can tailor it. So if the box is slightly wider, a few inches in, obviously this one can accommodate the extra width. Voila, there you go, 3 pieces. Obviously the last 2 are somewhat longer, obviously to accommodate the potential width. Obviously there's not that much of a difference, but obviously it will just give me that little bit of freedom to cut them to the length that I'll require. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this to dry. I'm going to turn the box the other way around. I'm going to glue that one in, and then obviously once they're done, I'll start gluing down the side. I'm using this wagon because it weighs over 200 grams. There we go. There we go. So this is the plastic cradle. So this is how, obviously I'm doing it one-handed, so I can easily slide it in and take it out, obviously. So excuse the pun. Here I've done, there should be, I think it's about 20 here, or 19, so it should be good for 40 wagons. That is correct, 40 wagons. So basically what I'll do is without it falling out is place that into there, like so. And then butt this one up. Obviously I'll cut it to length. There we go. Basically like so. So I'm going to get glue in. Here we go. Obviously the longer wagon is obviously just to secure these two in place. I found a light just to make it a little bit lighter in here. So obviously I've done the edge one. So I've done the edge one, done obviously this one and this one. Now I'm not going to put one here because obviously now we're going to go across this way. So I've left these in. Obviously these are the longest wagons to obviously just secure these in, and they're heavier than the HAA wagons. So obviously as and when these are dry, I shall replace these with the HAA wagons in the plastic cradles, and then I shall start laying the foam obviously down here and then work my way down. I would suspect that I will do every floor, so the next floor above this I will do the same, providing the dimensions aren't too small, but I would suspect that will probably be okay. Right, cutting some cardboard for the first floor. So this is the first floor, that's the ground floor, there you go, first floor, and this will hopefully sit, so it will sit on top of here. The wagons are light, so the floor isn't going to be too heavy. So there you go, that's roughly how it's going to sit. Obviously I need to do the rest of the ground floor, and what I'll do is I'll do a boundary, cardboard boundary, 55mm high, so it'll be the same height as the foam dividers as well. So I'll do that. Right, to do the sides of the first floor, obviously I've cut these to the length. So this particular floor is actually going into this box here, and that is the EWS coal hopper wagons, only because I've already done the floor for the HAA wagon. So I'm backtracking a little bit. So obviously 55mm in height, and obviously whatever length that is. Now, obviously it gluing in place, obviously you want it to be relatively upright. I don't mind it sticking out that way a little bit or in just a little bit, because obviously when I get this end in, it will straighten it up, and I'll put some books on here to push it in if it needs to be. That's one side done, 3 more to do. Side number 2 done. Right, two sides, that side are glued in. Now it's time for these sides. There we go. Obviously this end and this end is gluing now. All I have to do is wait for it to dry. And here you go. Once when I move all of these little bits, obviously I've had books obviously gluing each side into place. If you're wondering about this, I can just cut it with a Stanley blade. But there you go. That is what one floor of a box looks like. Now moving on to the next stage. This bit of cardboard I'm using as a template to obviously cut around the foam. So this will be for one of the dividers for the HAA box. All you do is just cut down there. Again, my trusty knife. Couple of cuts. You don't want it to snag at all, and you don't want it to tear. So your nice clean cut. Obviously this bit here will be still attached. Voila. Right, so a few steps forward now. So obviously I've done the framework. The framework is obviously in place, it's all glued in. I've also put, this is basically white A4 bits of paper. I've soaked the A4 bits of paper in water. I initially put glue down, I put the wet paper over it, and then I glued on top of it for extra strength. The JHA boxes, which are sitting there, obviously I put another piece of cardboard underneath, so it was a double helping of floor, just because of the weight of the wagons. With these I don't need to, because they're very light. So these are glued in, the foam is glued in here, obviously they're glued in as well. With going this way, obviously 10mm foam here, because it makes it too tight, I've had to use thin little bits like this. There we go, little thin bits of foam just to tuck down in the side there. And obviously when it is all glued in, so I'll glue these in very shortly, I'll put them in the plastic bags. I haven't put them in the plastic bags at the moment because the plastic bags got a habit of touching the bottom of these and then gluing themselves to the foam. So I leave the foam out and I delicately remove these, making sure that they're not snagging on anything. And as simple as that, just dunk it in the water and obviously take the excess off. Now you're wondering why I might be putting it through water. Basically, I put it into water to allow the glue that is on the bottom of, obviously that has been painted on here, to soak into the paper, and you fold it round nice and neatly. There we go. And then I shall paint some glue over the top. Now it doesn't have to be too neat or anything like that. Now I'll show you what I do to the side. Now these particular strips, they are from an A4 bit of paper, and these are 55mm wide, and obviously the length of the A4. It doesn't have to be 55mm, but I wanted something that I can put and wrap around the corner. Now obviously the reason why I'm doing this is obviously to protect the corners of the cardboard, because obviously it's not like a plastic container where it's obviously a lot more solid. And that is the reason why I do this, is just to protect it and stop it from end up fraying out. I mean, don't get me wrong, over time these boxes will eventually probably fall apart, but hopefully by then I would have created some more boxes, or maybe you could buy boxes that can cater for entire length freight trains. There you go. Obviously I'll do all edges, obviously to protect them. Now I haven't done in here, because this is an earlier floor, I put these in already. I mean, I could cut round the edges, but I'm not going to worry too much about them. Now I've turned the HAA wagon box upside down, and to make the lid, so obviously I want a lid to go with it, I need to make the lid slightly bigger than the box, or slightly wider. So obviously here to here needs to be slightly wider, and obviously from here to here slightly wider. Now, because obviously this bit of cardboard, where this box came from, is actually technically bigger than this one. Obviously I've had to put different bends in it, so I've cut down here, so this is the official, that's the official bend there, and obviously the same with that there. I've had to put a false bend in down where my thumb is, and then hopefully there we go. So there's that, obviously the bottom part as well, and I've done this end, oh, follow my finger Martin, this end as well. So there we go. So I want to make sure that it's not too tight. That will move over, I think. So I want to make sure it's not too tight, because obviously if it's too tight then it's not going to make a very good lid. Like I say, to protect the edges, I usually just put wet paper on glue, and then I put glue on the top, and this applies to all edges. So edges down here, obviously down here as well, and not forgetting all the way around the top. Here goes. There you go. That's what it looks like on the inside. Obviously the glue will dry clear. There we go. I'm happy with that. I'm not too worried about the little glue marks because, like I say, that'll dry clear anyway. But I ain't going to bore you with the rest of it. So this is what it looks like finished. And the final product, this is what it looks like. So there's the lid. It's all completed. It's all done. Got all the white paper around there just to protect the edges. And there you go. That's what it looks like inside. So this is the first floor. So obviously you've got the ground floor, 16 on this floor, 16 on the bottom floor. And then we have, for the second floor, is this. So obviously this isn't full because I don't have any wagons. It's only got the 6, but this can replicate as the first floor or the second floor. It doesn't matter where they sit. So I can load this up as well. But just in case I do buy more wagons, I can obviously, I can load it up. So yeah, it's... and the advantages of building your own boxes is my time's free. Yes, it's taken me a few weeks to build it, because obviously you have to wait for the glue to dry. I've been working, etc., etc. But yeah, when you get in the swing of things, when you know which road you're going down, what you're doing, what you're building, it can come along quite nicely. So this is one of the first boxes I built. So these two boxes here are probably my most complete 2 boxes as of the moment. So this is the HTA, this is the lid for it. Doesn't look very pretty, but obviously you can see where I've had to put a different bend in it. Because obviously the original bend was probably there, so obviously I've had to move the bend. And I've sprayed it. Next box, you can see that's right, that says Freightliner. So this is for my HHA wagon. So I have, I think it's 18 of these, 18 wagons, 18 or 16, I can't quite remember. But I think I will need to build another floor just for the few extra wagons, because I'd like to take up to 20. And as you know, or as you can see, obviously I'll need to put more white paper around there, protect the edges. And obviously I didn't glue that properly, that's my dodgy building. Moving on, yes, you see this correctly. This is well, what can I say? This is the container box. So unfortunately, obviously, as you know, with containers, they are usually quite long. These wagons in here at the moment are the daypole wagons, the spine wagons. So they're all the same wagons. They are the longest, I think. They're the longest wagons that I have, as in a pair. They do use a bar. Let me find it. They do use... Oh, here we go. They do use a bar. So you see that bar in the middle? Trouble is that's held in by a screw. So, and unfortunately, it is a bit of a pain to unscrew it and then obviously put things away. So I've left them as they are, screwed together, because it just makes life easy. Obviously the bottom as well. So I'll load that up. I have recently got some containers. I went to the Shrewsbury Ness train exhibition with my brother. We exhibited his layout, Geeksville, and there was a guy opposite us and he had some containers. So I thought, okay, I'll buy some containers because I am running quite low. You don't realise how many items you need. So like if you want to load up a container train, you don't realise how many containers you truly need. So I mean, this is what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's only 12 wagons. That's only 12 wagons. And you think they run, what, up to 30, 35? So put that in perspective. And this isn't fully loaded either. We've still got spaces for, what is that, 20 foot? 20 foot. Oh, that's a 45-foot container, so nothing will go in there. So yeah, so it's still quite a bit of money's worth. This is the second floor. So that's the first floor. This is the second floor. I've very recently built this. I obviously haven't put foam in it or anything like that because I do need to sort the containers out. I'll put the containers to the wagons, and then obviously I'll put the foam in as well. And I still haven't glued that in. So going on the basis, when you saw me take that out before, that was probably about a month ago. It's just taken me a long time to get around to filming and editing. So yeah, so there's the floor. It's obviously all cut to shape. Moving along. This is the Mark 1 TEA, which you saw earlier. So this is now the second floor. And the reason why I'm doing a second floor is because I have the Cavalex wagons as well. And I noticed the Cavalex wagons have run for, at the lifetime. I think the Cavalex wagons, or the real wagons, were made in sort of the 80s, I think. And I did see in videos that they do run with these Mark 1s, but they also run with those wagons there. They are the Revolution Trains TEA tankers. So yeah, with this one, obviously, this is a little bit of a different stage. I still need to fill out this. So, need to fill out, there we go. Need to fill out that as well. Again, white paper. I can't remember, I think the white paper is done actually. But the floors are quite complete. I think they're almost complete. So, I just need to get this to the same stages as those. And obviously, there's the lid. That's the lid for it. So, it's, yeah. All good. It's all done and dusted for the lid. Now, my jumbo train. This is one of, potentially, I'm going to say two. So the other one is just a Freightliner jumbo train. That's 30 wagons. I haven't even started that box yet. But this one, this is the main jumbo train. So these are the floors with the JHAs. These are the Foster Yeomen. So I doubled the floor because obviously these wagons are so heavy. There you go. You can see the packets in there. The ground floor, I've put a strengthening bar in just because obviously the weight of these wagons. So in this ground floor, I've ordered some JNAs, 2-ax, is it 2-ax? And some MRL JNAs as well. So there's 8. There's 8 that I've ordered. So how many spaces have we got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I may well get a tail lamp. But I've also ordered 5 Hanson wagons. So Hanson wagons, obviously the same shape as the RC. I've also ordered 23 RC wagons, but that's another story. So yeah, so I believe I will have to make another floor. So that'll be 3 stories or 3 floors tall. So I don't know how far it will come up. It might come up quite close. But I also want to order, which I haven't ordered yet. I don't know the number, and it's the same bogies as these, and it's coming from Cavalex. It's the hopper wagons. Not the hopper. No, sorry, they're not hopper wagons. They're bogie box wagons. For obviously stone and things like that, and they were originally made for Foster Yeomen, but I think they're through Ultimate Models, something like that. But obviously haven't seen or heard of any of those, so obviously I haven't ordered them as of yet, but I would like to, because that will go into the jumbo train. So hopefully that will take me, well, it will take me 40 plus wagons, so, and that's what I'm after. So next box, this is the awesome Fastliner box. So that's the second floor. So obviously the ground floor is loaded up with wagons. The second floor is obviously loaded up with wagons. The first floor, sorry, and obviously now the second floor. So this box is actually, to be honest with you, this is another complete box. Another complete box. So there you go. So that's 2 boxes actually. I do have one with a tail lamp. And also, going on Fastline, Eureka have announced that they are doing the 66 in Fastline. I have one in Bachmann, but the Bachmann loco couldn't pull it because it wasn't heavy enough. So, I do need to sort the wheels out on this. So yeah, just to maybe round out the bearings. I don't know what they call it, to be honest with you. So yeah, so Eureka have announced that. So I have obviously placed one on order, which I can't absolutely wait. And last but not least, as of the moment, is my Revolution Trains Tankers box, or tanker box. So, ground floor, here we go. This is the ground floor. So, all the dividers in, got the end pieces in as well. And obviously this one, because obviously it was such a big gap, I had to put something slightly wider in there just to protect the tanker. There we go. So this is another floor. So we'll start with this. First floor, second floor, it doesn't matter which order. I think they do fit in slightly better one way or another. So again, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7, 7, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I've miscounted somewhere because I'm sure I've only got 25. But obviously, when these wagons aren't running with those wagons, I'll run them with these wagons. So in total, with all of these and all of them, it will be 30 wagons in total. Now you might be thinking again, like, why'd you do it, Martin? Why'd you do it? Like, you know, I could spend like 30 quid for a box and things like that, but the trouble is, it is to do with money. I mean, like, yes, I have spent some big dough on train stuff, but I'd rather spend it on train stuff. I mean, let's say if each box is 30 quid, and I need, let's say for a jumbo train, or even like for the tankers, how many boxes am I going to need for the tankers? So 7 sits in the floor. I'm going to need what, 3-4 boxes? So that's what, 90, 120 quid at least, or give or take. And I just feel like that I'd rather put that to a loco or to some more wagons. So yeah, so that was the reason why I went down that road. And obviously with the cardboard, I can get the cardboard for free. You know, I just asked the managers at work, do you mind if I take it home? Nobody said no, because obviously they know I'm responsible with it. And this is the end result. This is the end result. And for me, it's time well spent, to be honest with you, because I know now I can just go to the train club or anything like that. Oh, there's some more tankers over there. I can just go to a train club or a train exhibition with a layout, or with my layout that I don't have built yet, but my brother does have one, and I can just take the wagons out. It literally takes, if I said, like, I've done the HAA wagons, you might have saw that last week, I think, depending on how this gets released. Took the HAA wagons in the box down to my bros, and it literally took me 6 minutes, 5-6 minutes. It was literally nothing whatsoever, where before I've gone down there before and I've had to take them out of individual boxes. So even like when I done the Revolution train tankers, at the time I didn't have that box, and that literally took me about half an hour, 40 minutes, taking each one out of the plastic wrapping, make sure the box goes back and things like that. So yeah, so it just saves so much time. And to be honest with you, I enjoy it. I enjoy making it, because I feel like I'll get to a stage with these, and then I'll just sort of think, you know what, I'm going to start building my layout. And that is coming very, very soon. I just don't feel quite ready for the layout yet, as of yet. I mean, maybe in a couple of boxes' time, because I just want to get to a nice stage. Because if I don't want to have a layout, get invited to a train exhibition, then find out that I've got to take my wagons out of multiple boxes, etc., etc. So I just do this for ease, and then obviously these will get stored underneath the layout. So honestly, if you can, do it. Build the boxes, because it's actually good fun. It's good fun. It's cheap. It's easy as well. So I'd probably say myself, well, as of the moment, what, a couple hundred quid easily a couple of hundred quid. My time is, like I say, my time is my own, so I can do what I like. So, but yeah, absolutely brilliant, and I love it. So, if you've enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and a subscribe. And obviously, if you want to leave a comment, please feel free, because I'll get back to you very soon. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. See you later.